on your
we
community
are
page
live.
and just see if anybody else has commented.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't see. I'm on the community page now, and I don't see any comments. I've got 5 thumbs up, but no comments. And it shows the 4 of us watching. So it's kind of. Let me see if I can open up the. I clicked on the external link, and it says video available. Why? Yeah, you're right. That
but
makes
the
no sense.
actual, if you click on the actual, if you click on the actual video under that, where you put the link, it'll take you over to it. There are 4 people over there.
We got people in the chat. Hey, everybody. So did the external link work, or did all you guys click on the video link to come backstage? No, you didn't click on that because you're not backstage. Somebody is. Who we got down here? Hang on. Red Burning Fires. Hello.
Hey.
Hi, Red Burning Fires.
Hi, Susanna. Hi, Tasha.
Hey, Monty, Sandra Moody, Angela, Tigger. So all you guys in the chat, you guys clicked on the top link, right? The external link, and it worked. Tasha, you're in the chat too? Are you chatting from me? Okay. Gary Bulldog,
Yeah,
what's going on? See, Bulldog's made it. Okay, I made it public. That's where everybody's in there, remember? I made it public because it wouldn't work the other way. Cool. Yeah, welcome everybody that's not a member. It didn't work the other way, so we're just gonna go normal. I gotta figure this thing out. I gotta call YouTube and raise some pain. But it is what it is. Here, imperative phone call with Ghost Pepper. What? What does that mean, Virginia?
Imperative phone call. MM will be in chat all.
Okay, that works. What's going on, Bulldog? Harvest Mary Moon, how you doing? Independent Mini United. Yeah, this was supposed to be a members only, but the system didn't work, so we're live. So
Ghost, I bet next time you set it, just set it up as unlisted, because I think it took a minute to click over to show up. So I bet the unlisted would have showed up. Just didn't give it enough time.
Well, after we do this stream, I'll do another test stream and try to figure it out. But the way I set it up, it was like foolproof. It's like, yeah, everything's great, but you don't really know until, it's time to go and you hit go to see if it works or not. But it is what it is. So, well, I guess what we'll do is it'll be members only up on the panel, and we'll just have our own little party and do the best we can. So, Laughing Owl Farms, welcome to my channel, to the page. I do believe I have seen your name several times in the chat before, not only here, but I've seen you in other rooms as well. Is that right?
Yep.
Cool. Welcome.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Yeah, nice
and
to
you
meet
as well, Red Moon Fire. So, and Susanna. So, how's it going, guys? What do you guys think of the stream tonight? What do you think of the topic and how we covered it?
I thought it was excellent.
Did a good job. Yeah.
I mean, we could have went on for hours and hours and hours on that and never like really got to the bottom of anything. But I think it was a good topic to. I think it was a good icebreaker, so to speak, for that topic to lead into further conversations and things like that, because it's obviously an issue that's on a lot of people's minds.
Yeah, we can see all the agendas going on. We know better.
Yeah.
Am I echoing?
It may be you.
It's somebody.
Do you have an external link?
You're echoing too, Tosh. How about you, Laughing Owl? Do you echo?
Oh my gosh.
everybody needs to mute and one at a time unmute and speak and see who's echoing. I'll mute.
Hello. Is there still an echo?
One at a time unmute and speak and see who's echoing.
Wow, that's a serious delay. That's like a 30-second delay.
Somebody's got their external window open is what it is.
Yes, whoever's go to your YouTube window and mute YouTube.
Testing.
Okay. Yeah, guys, in the chat, the link didn't work. I don't know why the link didn't work. The first link to get on the panel worked just fine, but the other link just to be in the chat and be in the room, it did not work. Obviously, I hit one of the wrong buttons. So I just, in haste, 30 seconds before time to go live, I couldn't figure it out. So I just made the live stream public and not private because the private part wasn't working. So the first members only live stream was a complete failure. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out one way or the other. So what we're doing now is any of the members who want to hop up here on the panel and bounce stuff off each other, we'll just rock and roll with it and see what happens until everybody gets bored and tired of talking. And then we'll find something else to do with our evening. It was all Susanna's fault anyway.
That sounds better on my end. I turned down my YouTube window, so hopefully that works.
Yeah, there's no echo anymore. It may have been the other gentleman.
Okay.
Yeah. Whenever you come up on a panel, you have to mute the external chat window. Like if you have this up and you have the external, you have to mute the external and then you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I always just mute YouTube anytime I go on a panel.
I wanted to try to get on chat on my computer too so I can see what everybody's saying.
I'm on it. I got my laptop going and then I'm on here on my phone and I just open a YouTube window and I mute the You can either mute YouTube. I mute my entire computer. I hit the mute button on the computer and I can chat. Hello, happy wife. How are you doing this evening? Yeah, Tiger. I'm not sure if it's Tiger or Tigger. I'm going to go Tigger since you went with the Y. Eventually, I'll figure it out. Everything looked great, but the only way to test it is to actually hit the live button before you figure out if it works or not. So there's really no chance for you to correct it once you start. But now I know what button not to hit next time. So we'll get it done. We'll get her did. Not a problem.
Hi, happy wife.
Deborah E., if you want to come on the panel, I'll just post a link. That'll be easier than telling you to go back and hit the other thing. So, yeah, apparently, YouTube could have done this a whole lot better and a whole lot more smooth in the way they did it. It was not very user-friendly, this whole membership thing. I'm here to tell you, it is literally just doing, I'll call it paperwork, but computer work to get it started and get it all done. It took me like 3 days, and I'm only halfway finished. Like, it's a major pain. And they didn't explain how the memberships work to anybody. That's why I made that long video in my rant trying to explain it. I'm like, no, it's completely different from my channel. Okay, it has nothing to do with my channel. Is one thing. If you're a member and you're a subscriber and you love my channel, don't get mad because I'm getting a part-time job at Dunkin' Donuts. My channel's staying the same. The membership stuff is extra, Yeah. So YouTube didn't explain any of that. They just kind of drop it in your lap and they're like, all right, go figure it out. It's major confusion. And it's bad for YouTube because there's a lot of content creators that don't even want to touch the membership thing because it is so confusing. And I'm like, yeah, but there's so many other cool things that you can do once you get the bugs worked out. It's like, I still haven't figured out the members only chat. I've been trying to get that thing going for a week now. And the links to set it up, I'm like, well, that makes no sense. Why would I want to do a members only chat when I can just do the members only live and chat with them right there? You know what I mean? So, but it's, it's 6 of 1.
Oh, sorry. I think it's worth figuring out. I'm glad that you are doing it. I think it's worth.
I've spent more time trying to figure out this membership thing than I did setting up my entire YouTube channel for Ghost. Like, for real. Like, I had my the whole channel set up, everything figured out like in a couple hours and set up. This membership thing, it's like several days, and I'm like, why would you do that? It makes no sense the way they built the platform. I mean, it's a cool platform. It looks great on paper, and when you read it, it's like, that's so awesome. But to actually go through the process to get that part set up, it's like, what? It's like, I don't yeah, okay. You know, I don't need it's like the members only chat sounds great. Why don't you just give them my phone number and they can text me? It's the same thing. Rainy Steps, hello, welcome. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yes, it's like, you know, but yeah, just do the, you know, I saw several people with their different tiers, and they were only doing the membership lives and the membership tabs with their top people. I'm like, no, membership level 1 through 5, it still has the word membership in there. So if it's members only, they're a member. Everybody gets to come to the party, no matter what level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Add other stuff if you want. So I open that up for like everybody. Well, I mean, if you're gonna, you know, be a member and support the channel, there's got to be something. You know, you got to offer some personal stuff. There goes the neighborhood.
Hey. I've only got a couple minutes on. I got a couple minutes while I'm on my lunch break, but I got to jump up here on the first one and say hey to everybody.
Hi.
Hey, brother.
Hey.
Hi, Josh.
Hey.
What's happening?
Oh man, I just got a reminder from my health department about the jab. You should see the response I sent them and the response I got back. It was priceless.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just sent them about 25 middle fingers emojis, and then they sent me okay, we'll remove you from our list.
Red Tyrant Hunter, if you click on the join button, it gives you a breakdown of all the different stuff before you actually join, if you choose not to. But if you just click the join button, it reads like a menu. It shows you everything and explains it. And Caribbean House. Yeah, I looked at Rudy's his membership, the way he had it set up, and I actually mine is pretty close to his. Obviously, he understands it way more than I do. He's way more technical. But it's just, the reason that this was confusing tonight is because the way the live stream is set up through YouTube, I'm the only one that can be on the panel. So I basically just have to talk to the chat, and that is not very personable. I don't even consider that a membership period. That's like bottom row. That's anybody can do that. So I wanted to do it different. So I'm trying to figure a way, and I will figure a way how to do it through StreamYard, where members can come up on the panel, because I hate being live by myself. It is so boring. So I'm trying to figure a way to do it through StreamYard, and I will figure it out.
I'm really trying to figure out when you sleep, if you sleep.
Well, Josh, you always seems to, you wouldn't know it any other way if you wasn't up at the same time. So,
well, I mean, I have reasons.
Yeah.
I won't go back to bed till tomorrow night around 9 or 10, unless I get on a YouTube stream or something. But I got up today at 11, and I won't go back to bed until tomorrow sometime.
It just depends. Usually, I mean, I'm live. I'm on a panel, and I'm live Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then the rest of the week I try to unplug and shut down. It doesn't always work, but you know,
we always get drawn in
2 or 3 hours. Yeah, I usually sleep a couple 2-3 hours at a time, then I get up for a few hours and I sleep for 2 or 3. You know, and then you know there's always something.
We've been having a blast over at Lazarus and that, man. It's so great people over there, and when they start a live, man, it's just awesome. So much positivity.
Yeah.
Get rid of the negativity and just be positive for a while.
Has he heard anything on his job? Does he still have one?
No, not yet. Not yet.
I bet he knows something tomorrow.
Yeah, we're praying for him, man. I hope it all works out.
Yeah.
But there's so many people that don't want to work. There are jobs everywhere. In Oklahoma, everywhere there's a help wanted sign. There's nobody wants to work.
Yep.
Why should you? We're paying you more to stay home.
Yep.
Which is weird because Oklahoma, I mean, I took a voluntary furlough because of my wife's medical conditions at the very beginning of all this stuff. But you only get unemployment for so many months, and then they cut you off of the state benefits, but you get the federal benefits, which I don't know how people can live on that.
It's a rack, man. I don't know. I don't understand it. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's going to get more confusing. Rainy Steps, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I try to make sure the information I share and the topics that I talk about are relevant, to at least one person. If it's a scenario, then I try to make sure it's relevant to that person that asked the question, and hopefully other people can plug into it as well. But even the general information that I put out there, I just try to make sure that it's relevant, or to what's going on in the world today, without crossing any political, religious boundaries, because I try to stay really neutral. That's something else like with my channel too. That's why I try not to go political. I try not to go religious. That's why tonight's topic was really hard to do and stay middle of the road, because there are people, I have subscribers that are very, very religious. I have subscribers that aren't religious at all. So if I pick a side, I'm alienating people, and that's not the point. I want to share knowledge and teach prepping, not to pick a team. You know what I mean? I try to go middle of the road. If you're religious,
Ghost, I'll tell you this, brother. I mean, of all the prepper channels that I've been around in the past 7 years on YouTube, I've only had a channel for a year, but I've been around for about 7 years now. It's hard to find somebody genuine like you. You're not trying. I mean, sure, you're honest, you're transparent, and all that, but it's hard to find that now. You could just tell the people that are trying to do it for YouTube instead of doing it for the people that are following you on YouTube. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I appreciate that. A lot of people to me. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I got to go back to work though, so I was just saying thanks for letting me up here, and it's been great. Love you. I'll see you all in chat.
Love you, Josh. Thank you. See you later.
Bye, Josh.
Yeah, it was. I had a couple of comments from several of my subscribers when I said I was getting monetized, and they were like, "What? You're getting monetized?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm getting monetized." Oh my goodness, that's part of the machine. I'm like, the machine right now as a new channel, I'm not even 4 months old. Hey, what's going on, Dusty? And I'm putting in, 30 to 40 hours a week just for YouTube, just for content, building this. I ain't doing it for free. If I can make money doing it, not off subscribers, but if I can make money off of advertisers that are paying YouTube, but they're going to put ads on my stuff anyway as soon as I get 1,000 subscribers. So if you've got 1,000 subs, they're going to put ads on your stuff. So they're going to make all the money, and all you got to do is
I'm getting ads on my stuff.
Piece, and then, exactly. Why would you not want your money? All right. And number two, like as far as doing the membership stuff, and I even said to a few other people, I'm honest about it. And the people that were talking negative about the whole membership route, I'm going, look, you're the ones that are steady saying, Ghost, your microphone sucks. Ghost, your camera sucks. Ghost, you need better lighting. Ghost, you need a new laptop. Okay, fine. I'm going to let YouTube pay for that. I'm not going to do it. You know what I mean? If I'm going to upgrade the equipment and really do this channel, then this channel is going to pay for that. That's the way business works. It's not a new model. I didn't invent capitalism. That's the way the world works. You know what I mean? If somebody on YouTube is actually watching YouTube channels and content creators thinking that we actually get out of bed in the morning and go, I wonder how many hours I can put in for free today and not have to worry about paying my bills and rent and anything else. What are you smoking? That's not the way the world works. If you can do this, you can find something that you enjoy doing, which I enjoy doing the YouTube stuff. I thoroughly enjoy it. If you can find something that you enjoy doing and you can make a little bit of money at it, why would you not? I mean, that makes absolutely no sense to me. That's like saying that you're going to go to work tomorrow at your job that you've been working at for 10 years. And you're going to tell your boss, dude, you know what? I love working for you so much. You don't got to pay me no more. I'm still going to come in. I'm going to pull my 40, 50 hours a week, but you don't need to pay me anymore because I like it. No, that's just not how it works. Am I trying to get rich on YouTube? No, that's not even realistic. But you know what? If it can offset the cost of cameras and lights and things like that, absolutely. I will let all these people that are putting ads on my stuff give me money. That's awesome.
Yep.
It's like, why would you not monetize? If you get the chance to monetize, yeah, of course, you've got to change. You've got to change the way you talk. There's certain words you can't say. If you guys noticed me from 4 months ago when I first started, the words that were coming out of my mouth were not family friendly. you know, and I've had to completely change the way I talk and to where it's more approachable to other advertisers that want to advertise on your stream, plus not get you shut down. Yeah, that was a transition. Am I happy about it? No, it was really, really hard, but I'm making the best of it and just going to see how it goes.
Yeah, I like the way you explained it. You know, this is their sandbox. You want to play in their sandbox.
Exactly. I don't agree with it, but it's their sandbox. I mean, you could bring your shovel and your bucket, but it's still my rules. You know, it's YouTube. You know, it may say YouTube, but don't get it twisted. It ain't your tube. It's their tube. They're just letting you play in it. You know.
Yeah.
Hey, to circle back around to that video you made the other day about man, I really like that topic. Everybody's attitudes. The one about the attitudes in the current situation. And I made a video responding to you, letting you know. And I kind of wanted to come on here and let you know. I wasn't trying to be smug. I went back and watched it myself. Man, I look smug as hell.
No, you didn't.
But it's obvious now. This would be a point that says this is proof. They say it when it's a problem. They're pulling the strings. Somebody's pulling the strings, because when that was something serious.
Oh yeah. Things like that just kind of I'm getting used to that, get in the car and drive and talk, because it seems to come out a little bit better. But yeah, it's just, you know, I don't, you know, all my stuff's unscripted. I don't write anything down. I don't take any notes. I just pick a topic and I just let it roll. You know what I mean? You know, I do prepare for, you know, for scenarios and stuff. I'll do research and things like that. But if I just get a topic, I mean, it's like with the meat shortage thing when I started ranting the other day, you know, I'm like, well, I'm gonna go see. Because I remember prices really, really well. And I've seen the changes in the prices. And, you know, for me, where I'm at, it's just beef. You know, chicken and pork are perfect. They're staying the same. But right now, you know, I did back up to that rant today. You know, the cost of the cheap hamburger meat went from $1.89 a pound a year ago. Now it's over $3 for a pound. You know,
right. And the thing in my area, pork dropped dramatically. I mean, I've been getting them ribs. You've seen the ribs I've been cooking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Them things were the baby back ribs were the most expensive ones, and that was $10 a slab.
Wow. Oh, and see here, and I'm thinking it's because of where I'm located. See, I'm in North Carolina. All right, we have a lot of pig farms and we have a lot of chicken farms. So I'm thinking that's one of the main reasons why the pork and the chicken prices haven't gone through the roof here, like the beef prices, is because it's all over the place. You know, someplace else that raises cattle and not many chickens and not much pork, maybe it's the opposite. Maybe their beef is stable, but the cost of chicken and pork has went up. You know, so that's the only thing I can think of, because I mean, they're all produced by the same company apparently, but it just doesn't make any sense. It's like they pick and choose what they're going to be short on this week. It's like, you know, 2 months ago, there was no candy on the candy aisle. Like legitimately, you couldn't find bubble gum. You couldn't, all the shelves were empty for about 2 weeks.
That's
and then
crazy.
They would stock like, you know, a case of candy, you know, they'd put like bits and pieces for like 2 weeks. There was no candy. Then all of a sudden all the candy's full, but there's no potato chips.
Now, what kind of candy was that?
The whole row,
okay.
Everything. Like the
so you got to think about
candy.
Where it's coming from.
Right.
Where's it? Not the manufacturing plants, but where's the sugar coming from? You know, chocolate. You know, Hershey's about 5 years ago got wiped out. They closed down that Hershey Park they had.
This is so Walmart. So it's coming from their distribution hub. You know what I mean? So it wasn't a particular distributor. It was their hub. It's like when when all this stuff went crazy 16 months ago with the pandemic. And if you had a photographic memory, you could go back in time and you would see that I'm right. When everything ran out and then all of a sudden they started restocking, when you went to your local Walmart, you had products on the shelf, but guess what? It was different brands. Yep. It was like completely, you would see sodas that normally you don't see. And dude, we had Cheerwine in Florida. That's a North Carolina drink.
Yes, it is.
You know, I'm like, what?
I like Cheerwine
in Florida. Yeah, I love me some Cheerwine. Now it's starting to spread out. Now you can actually get it regularly in Florida. But back before the pandemic, dude, there was no Cheerwine anymore. I walked into Walmart in April and I'm like, Cheerwine? Seriously? And then I went down several different aisles and I'm seeing canned goods, but by a different manufacturer. So they were getting stuff on the shelves. It was just somebody else's stuff.
Yep.
And then I got to thinking, I'm like, all right, so you got all these mom and pop grocery stores, they shut down. So you got all that extra surplus that they're just diverting from these other places and they're pumping them through the Walmart. which gives you a false feeling of, oh, we're fine. No, you got different stuff. Yeah, it's still green beans, but it's from a manufacturer that you've never seen at Walmart before. They're reaching out and grabbing what they can grab to fill those spots on those shelves is exactly what they're doing.
Well, when it comes down to it, the money that they're saving doesn't go toward us. They're profiting right now big time. They took a loss for the past couple of years, closing down at, I think we closed down at 10.
Do what?
So we closed down at 10 in Florida, in our town. They closed down Walmart at 10 o'clock still, which everybody's
they just
getting used
ours
to.
Up to 11. Yeah, they backed ours up to 11 about a month ago, but it used to be 24/7.
Right. Yeah. But do you remember back in the 90s? It really wasn't that way in the 80s and 90s though.
No.
They didn't have a super Walmart.
No, 80s or 90s. Most of your stores closed at 9, 10 o'clock.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same here. All of our Walmart close it. I don't know if it's 10 or 11 because I don't go out that late.
Yeah, now they backed it up to 10 o'clock. It was 9, then it was 10. Now here it's 11. Gardner Josh, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that. Awesome. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it.
Hey, that was awesome putting a name to that face, or that face to that name. And hi there, Red Burning Fires.
Hi, Dusty Data.
Oh, something else too. When all this stuff happened last year, if you notice, usually when you go to Walmart, you get great value, the Walmart brand stuff. Yeah. On the canned goods, you always had the great value canned goods. But then when all this craziness started, and then once they started restocking, you would only see about 10% the amount of great value stuff. It was all name brand stuff. They were making that money back. They were pushing that name brand stuff, not the great value. Now the great value is starting to come back onto the shelves.
How are your bread stores?
A business. It's almost not too bad. I mean, Walmart had its ups and downs. Food Line had its ups and downs. But I'm not a huge bread guy. I just don't eat a whole lot of bread. But we haven't had an issue getting any. The bread's been fine. The milk's been fine. The milk did get a little bit. There was like you go in there a few times and it'd be about half empty. But, I have a lot of it put back anyway. So that wasn't a major deal. But and we have a lot of dairy farms around here. So North Carolina probably ain't going to get real hard with milk shortage or pork or chicken. We could see the beef really getting expensive here with just the transport cost alone. But, so what are you going to do? But yeah. It's really weird when you look
Hi.
Everybody's always got these icons on. I never see who they are.
Yeah.
But Dusty didn't say hi to me, and now I feel really left out.
Oh, I was working my way around to it and prep for it.
Sure.
Well, hi, Ghost.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, man, I've been looking forward to doing some canning myself, man. I've got everything just about ready. I've got to take this wall down where I'm doing all my cooking and stuff. I'm going to take that down so I can have more air. I'm going to I've already started putting up a privacy fence just a little bit outside of to keep the wind from blowing in there. And I got this black mesh material I'm going to wrap on the bottom and kind of keep the wind gust off the grounds.
Sounds good.
So I can cook and can outdoors and going to do some pickling.
Nice.
I hope you're joining one day doing it. Nice. I want to use this pressure cooker, and I want it to be like, hey, look, if I blow myself up, it's going to be on Ghost Live. All American gave away.
I planned on doing this next week, but I'm just going to do it right now since we're on live stream. Starting next week, I was going to do a canning challenge, and I'm just going to go ahead and challenge Dusty to be our first challenge, see if he wants to accept it or not. But I want to go ahead and challenge him to come on live with us next Saturday and can. I'm not sure what we're doing next Saturday, but we'll let you know. But every week I'm going to challenge somebody, especially already has a canner that hadn't used it yet. So
me, I've never used one.
There you go.
Yeah, I've never used one. I've got it. I just pulled it out of the box about a month ago, and I sent you a picture of it. I'm like, look at this. It's a 930 All American.
It's massive.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Yeah, those are getting hard to find.
I bought mine 4 years ago.
Dusty, Dusty accepted the canning challenge. He's going to can with us a week from tomorrow, live.
Yay!
It's going to be fun.
Oh, I'm getting
I haven't
nervous
decided what
already,
we're going to
man.
do yet. I'll post the poll this
Awesome,
week of
great,
different
great.
choices. Everybody almost chose potatoes this week and then shifted to ground beef. So I got a feeling they might go directly back to the potatoes this week. So it might be canning potatoes, which is cool.
Oh,
They're
that's
easy
easy.
and I love them. Yeah, they're easy to work with. I like potatoes. We'll see. We'll post them some different stuff and see what everybody wants to can, and then we'll go from there. Basically, we just hang out for 3 hours drinking wine and beer, and we try not to cuss. It's so far it's worked out pretty good. Virginia Roots has been on there every single time, and she's a rock star. She's been
doing so
behaved
good.
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah,
she got an All-American at a yard sale that was built in 1923. Was it? And she completely rebuilt it on her own.
Wow.
Canned with it. Yeah, somebody looked it up. It was built in the 20s. That thing was manufactured in the 20s. It's worth some money.
You know, one thing I found out, Ghost?
What's that?
One thing I found out about those old canners is that a lot of times they would, Uncle Al taught me this from Die Bullfrog 79, that they used to encourage people to use this stuff called a whitening agent to put on the rims of those. And it contained arsenic, I believe.
Oh, wow.
And there was something else they used a lot in those canners that's toxic now that we know. I can't remember what it is, but
was it mercury?
So I don't know. I don't think so. But anyway, yeah, it's not good. So people kind of need to be aware. Oh, lead. So you might want to get one of those lead vials that you break, and then you just rub it on it just to test it to make sure before you, which I mean, I know it's in your jars, but still you're going to be touching the outside of those jars and things like that after you pull them out. So you might want to test them.
All right. Danny says hi.
Hey, Danny, what's going on? Phoenix, welcome. Jess is here. Hey, you guys, I'll post the link again if anybody wants to come up here. Anybody else?
Hello, everybody.
Come on up.
Hello.
So I just bought a dehydrator today, ordered it, and I'm really running behind. I don't have a canner yet. I have like 2 dozen jars, and that's it. I've got to get with it.
Start.
No, I feel like I'm behind.
I can't tell you how many people went through the last year with a brand new canner and not jars because they couldn't find jars.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's the thing. I've been stocking up for years. I've got jars and the canner, and just took the canner out of the box last month, and still just looking how pretty it is. Man, this thing's beautiful
and heavy. Those things are pretty.
And it ain't doing me no good sitting there looking at me.
No,
I'm ready.
We're gonna fill it next week. We're gonna get it full next week.
I may go ahead and throw some videos on here, getting ready for it. Do some pickling, you know. I'm just gonna do some regular pickles, and then maybe do some maybe a couple jellies out of some juices or something to show everybody you can do it out of the 100% pure juices. Just make some jellies.
Yeah. That's how I make my jelly. Dude, if you want to get out of bed early in the morning, go get you some hamburger meat and can with us tomorrow night if you want.
Yeah, man, I'll be doing that then. If it's hamburger meat, yeah, or if it's potatoes, we got potatoes?
No, hamburger meat. We're doing ground beef tomorrow night.
Hey.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll watch you and do it at the same time. Shit. Sorry. Hey, Keto.
You can watch us. You can come on live.
Is that Keto on the set with Jess?
Yeah.
Hey, Keto. Hey.
You like how I throw my voice?
It's Danny in the background over here. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so man, this rain, it's been raining here for 2 days. My garden has exploded. Like my tomatoes doubled in size in the last 48 hours. Collards blew up. Squash blew up. Peppers. I had to literally go outside today with rope and tie up my potato plants. They're hanging outside the buckets all the way down and tied them up to get them up off the ground. They're just everything's getting huge.
Now, is that the hydroponics experiment you're doing?
Yeah, my hydroponic tomatoes are bigger than the other ones, bro. They exploded in the last 48 hours. Like, they're massive. Like, the stalks.
I really want to know the Heck yeah, I really want to know the outcome of that because I've heard nothing but negative things about hydroponics and potatoes and tomatoes. Negative.
Well, this is live, and I've got you guys on my phone, so I'll pick the phone up right now and go outside and show you live. How's that sound?
Whatever, man. I was just telling you, I've heard nothing but negative things about hydroponics and tomatoes and potatoes. For some reason, they may have been doing it differently than you're doing it, but it seems to be working for you.
And Dusty, I'm doing it. Oh, go ahead.
I'm doing it the most easiest redneck way possible. Like,
what's your medium?
It's called the crack key method. I don't have any aeration stones. I don't have any pumps or nothing. I just put the nutrients in the bucket and stuck the plants in it and told them to go for it.
Well, I know cabbage and lettuce does really well that way in a floating.
Yeah. My lettuce and Swiss chard both of them done great in the crack key where it's just in water, nothing circulating. But I've got 2 crack key tomatoes outside that they're doing okay, but I let the water get too low and didn't realize it. And 2 of my big tomato plants bent over low at the base of the stem. So I've had to prop them up and fill up with water. So I'm hoping they're okay.
Hey, you could use that like a dog refiller. It's like like you would use in the back of a commode, that ball.
Yeah, I might have to do something.
Okay, y'all ready for this?
Yeah, man.
All right. Oh. There's my potato. Can y'all see that? I had to tie them up.
Good Lord.
Wow.
Oh.
I had to tie them up. They're massive. I mean, they're massive.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
What's in your water, dude?
It's raining. There's these tomatoes. These are the tomatoes in the rabbit food. Okay. There's my celery that I use to make the chicken bone broth.
Are you doing 50-50 soil and rabbit poo?
This is just dirt. Here. The rabbit poo, I just put a little scoop. Look at this squash. All right, that squash and that squash are just in dirt. This is the one I did rabbit poo with. Look at the difference.
Wow, look at the color.
How bigger that is.
Yeah.
Collards. These are the seeds that I tried to kill 3 times. It came back to life. They've exploded. I planted them 4 years ago. And they
have some really good dirt.
Pepper plants with peppers already on it. The peppers are huge.
Oh, beautiful.
Now,
yeah.
Here's the hydro. All right. Here's the regular tomatoes. Okay. Here's the hydroponic tomatoes.
Wow.
Look at how big.
Wow. They have shot
and
up.
You want to see healthy? Oh yeah. Watch this. You want to see some healthy roots? Can you see those?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
What do
And
you
you just got it.
What do you put in the water of the hydroponic one?
Wow.
I've got the Master Blend hydroponic mixture.
Gosh.
10, 18, 48. And this is called crack key. You just mix the solution in the water and you stick the plant in. It gets its own air roots from the air gap at the top. There's no aeration, no nothing. This is straight off the grid hydroponics. Nothing's plugged up. There's no nothing. And the only thing I put rabbit poo in was the pepper, this squash to see the difference. And you can see the difference. It's massive. It's like not even close. And then these tomatoes are rabbit poo. Now it's kind of deceiving. The hydroponic tomatoes really ain't that much bigger. They're actually about the same size, but it's because the height difference of the buckets, because these are planted down about 6 inches. So The hydroponic tomatoes are actually about 6 inches higher off the ground than those are.
Wow.
So it's kind of deceiving. But yeah, I mean, everything's going great.
So what's your opinion on which one's growing the best? The distilled water or the mineral
the distilled water. This one is the Berkey water. It's smaller. It's the smallest of the three, and I think it's because the Berkey takes everything out of the water, all the minerals and stuff. This is the distilled water, and this is just tap water right out of my hose.
Oh my gosh!
Wow, man, I can't believe distilled water did that well.
There's my big fella. Look how big the rabbits have gotten.
And what recipe do you have ready for them?
Oh yeah, gonna have some hot. These are my breeders. I ain't eating these. I'm making babies with these. They actually get bred next week for the first time. So that's gonna be fun. Great. But yeah, I'm extremely jacked about the garden. The garden is insane, especially that squash. That thing right there, man. A little bit of rabbit manure, and it just went nuts. And it's not much. It's just one little. Pretty much that bucket I put like a handful, like one handful. That was it.
I'm amazed that the distilled water is doing so great.
Yeah, that kind of I learned that on a video, one of the YouTube videos, and somebody said always use distilled water. And I was like, okay, so I'll try it with distilled water. Yeah, it works.
Hey, Ghost, not to interrupt, but did you see your emojis in the chat now? Gardner Josh just posted one of your emojis.
Ghost has emojis?
Yeah, now he does.
Oh, Emily got them figured out?
Yeah.
Because I sure couldn't.
Yeah, she and I have been working on it for like 2 or 3 days.
I'm still trying to see it.
Yeah, I don't see it on my computer, but it might be on my phone. Try.
I'll wait for it. But yeah, so the garden, man, and honestly, the best water. Once I get my rain collection system built, that will be the water I use for hydroponics is rainwater. But in a pinch, man, that distilled water, it ain't no joke. It does not mess around.
Wow, I never thought of using
and mixing it up was really easy.
And there's no chemicals in it whatsoever.
First video I did with the just the hydroponic, on the distilled water, no chemicals. But like if you look back, I think it was 3 or 4 videos ago where I mixed the hydroponic solution when I put the tomatoes in the garden. It shows you how I did it. I didn't use the scale. You're supposed to measure it perfectly, by the gram or the 1/10 of a gram for the fertilizer. I didn't do that. I converted grams to teaspoons, and I just stuck the teaspoon in there, did a level teaspoon. I just did it the complete off-grid way, just threw it in there, mix it up, and said, go for it. And you see the results. So, it went really well, actually.
And you're not supposed to feed the mogwais after midnight either. You're about to get some, probably some monstrous things. Monstrous fruits.
Oh, boy.
So I'm still trying to find this emoji.
Dusty.
I don't see it anywhere.
Dusty.
I just posted it.
Prep for it, posted it. Gardner Josh did.
When you click on emoji,
I'm looking. I don't see nothing.
On the far left. There's just one.
How long ago did
I saw?
I don't know.
Now this is on the YouTube chat, not the StreamYard chat.
Oh, it won't be on the StreamYard. Oh, my bad.
Oh.
I'm trying to figure out where it is.
Oh, here it is. Now I've used it. I've used it on my phone, and now it's popping up in my computer chat.
Emily, I found another app for the emojis, and when I get a chance, I bookmarked it on my computer, and I'll send it to you.
Yeah, that emoji thing. I was like, Emily, I don't know how to do this. She's like, I got it.
There's
Okay, I see. All right, that's cool.
Hey, Ghost, are you going to be willing to come back to Prepperty and do the tournaments? I'll go ahead and ask you right now. You
Yeah,
and
man.
Tia.
Wait.
All right, I haven't seen any emails out
Yeah.
yet, so
When are you doing that?
What is that emoji? I see an emoji. It looks like a caveman on top of a pyramid. What what is it?
I don't know. I can't tell what it is.
I can't tell what it is. I have to
Volcano.
look at it.
I don't know.
You've made
Me
the
neither.
property a lot harder now, Dusty.
Well, I addressed some of the concerns that everybody had, including Ghost. It wasn't fair to Ghost, and I knew that wouldn't be fair because I've already listened and heard him say about book learning in his videos. So he kind of gave it away. He wasn't going to be able to get the book questions because he's more hands-on. And I'm the same way. Hands-on experience rather than a book.
Yeah.
I can read the book 5 times in a row, and then until I actually do it with my hands, I still ain't going to get it right.
Right.
Yep.
But that was unfair, and I get it. It was just something we had to pop up with questions. I'm not a teacher, so having questions made up for me to do that was kind of hard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's the emoji blown up.
Heck yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. Nice. I like that. That's awesome.
Now, who's that guy on top? Is that Russian comedian?
That's me, man.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. I'm gonna have to go check out all the emojis, all the stuff she made. That'd be awesome. I'll post the
I
link
had to
again if anybody else wants
screenshot
to
it.
come up here.
Yeah, Lady Hammer
had
said
to-
she was backstage and she couldn't get in for some reason.
Well, hey, I'm going to jump out. I just
Yeah, I
want to
went
come in
to
here
click-
and say hey and take my turn.
I'll see you later,
All right, bro.
Dusty.
Good to see
All
you.
right.
Appreciate it, man.
Have a good night. Keep an eye out for
Bye,
property
Dusty.
announcements.
All right, try it again. Yeah, she was trying to get on when I was coming back from the garden, and I
Oh,
couldn't see it on my phone. So I
Oh.
sat down, and right when I went to let her in, she dropped out.
Oh.
hello, Prepper 101.
What's going on, 101? Monty, what's up? There we go. We got Miguel coming up. Is Lady Hammer coming back? I just dropped the link again, Lady Hammer, if you want to get up in here. What's going on, Miguel?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Radio check.
Yeah, we
Sound
can
check.
hear you.
I was on here. I was watching and listening, and I don't know how it was that I just fell off the side.
No
Mhm.
telling.
I don't know.
I am
I've
a
seen
quiet
it
type of
that
person.
before.
I do
And
not
I
know.
like
G2.
the little grow. I have my grow. Like I said to you day before yesterday, I have new seeds now from Amazon, and they look different. Instead of looking brown, they look reddish. They look fresher. Let's see what happens by next week.
Yeah,
I'm in
absolutely.
an apartment. I don't have a house.
Okay. Yeah.
And
What are you
I
growing?
have to
Tomato?
make sure that the ultraviolet light turns off.
Yeah.
No, I can't have tomatoes. I have arthritis. That
What are
will
you
kill me.
growing? What are you growing?
Some mint.
Lettuce?
1 second. I have mint. Basically, I have seasoning. Not
You
much
get
of
a herb.
fruits.
I like
I'm
herb.
in an apartment. I don't have a backyard, and the lease. Yes, yeah, the lease agreement cannot have any type of anything planted outside. They have a strict code. It really makes no sense.
Wow.
If you want to plant something, you got to be inside, and the little light ultraviolet has to be turned off, because they do have helicopters here in Florida, because they do have grow houses of cannabism. And if you are suspected of such, things, you'll get a knock at the door with ninjas screaming at you. I don't want that crap.
Oh my word.
Never had that in my life. Hey, Florida.
Yeah.
Ghost
Hey,
knows
Laura.
about it. He used to live down here.
Yeah, I don't live there no more. I got out.
I
I'm in
never
the woods
had
in North
any
Carolina.
legal problems in my life. I'm 47. Yeah, I loved it up there. I've been up there for a year when I was young. I want to get the heck out of here.
All right, so
I'm
everybody
sorry
heard.
that I missed the prior.
Everybody heard
Sorry that I
Dusty
missed the
accepted.
prior show. I fell asleep.
Oh, that's all right, man.
I'm sorry.
No big deal at all. Not a big deal. All right, so everybody heard Dusty
I
accepted
did
the
receive
challenge.
the message.
They came with us.
Yes, that's like.
Jess, that's hilarious that you posted that about Red Tyrant Hunter, because that's exactly what I said. I said, you're my kind of people. See him.
Ghost, who's all be on the panel? Do you know yet?
Whoever wants to, and I know. It'll probably be. I think I know you're gonna do it, right?
Well, of course.
Nobody's. I'm pretty much the same people, except I think. Crap, I can't remember who. I think we'll probably have maybe at least 6 or 8 people on the panel this week.
Nice.
Great.
So I'll make a community post tomorrow and just let everybody, if they want to be on the panel, just shoot me an email and I'll send them the link, or I'll just drop the link, in the chat for anybody that wants to come up like we did last time. But hopefully it does as good as last week, man. It was awesome. Rudy, I can't believe Rudy hung out with us for 2 hours. He said he was going to hang out for a couple of minutes. He said, I'm going to hang out for a couple of minutes. He stayed for like 2 hours. That was crazy.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Pretty cool.
And then Pinball showed up. He gave me an awesome shout out on his video the next day for like 6 minutes. Gave me an awesome shout out. Probably. Yeah, it was awesome. Like Pinball did. He gave an awesome shout out.
Laura's asking in the chat how you get the emoji to pop up next to your name.
I don't know.
I don't know either because I've never been a member.
I don't know. Like,
are you?
Emily and Jess just figured out how to do it like 20 minutes ago, and I didn't even know they were finished doing it. So when it popped up, when they said it popped up, it was news to me. So I don't know. I can't answer that. Emily probably can, or Jess probably can.
We figured out how to get it on your page, the emoji, but like when people use it in the chat, we don't know how to do that yet, or at least I don't.
Oh, okay. We're still working on that.
Yeah. We're still in
the whole membership thing. We were talking about that earlier. The whole membership platform for YouTube. I mean, it was a great idea the way they did it, but they really should have hired somebody that knew what they were doing to make the entire transition and to make all the features work, because it's really confusing, like a lot.
Oh, wow.
And I don't like confusing. I like simple and easy. But that's just me. Yeah. So I don't know. What are you going to do? So
Gardner Josh says you have to hit the little smiley face in the chat bar. It's only the members can use it, though.
Okay, the smiley face down at the bottom to the left of the dollar sign.
Yeah.
If you hit that, it says custom emojis. Oh, yeah, I see it. It's got the YouTube emojis, and then it's got the Ghost Prepper emoji right above it.
Stuart says, Ghost, you only have beta membership. Not beta membership, we're just testing. I said we're in beta testing.
Yeah, that's how I roll. Whoa. We live in we're just letting it happen. G2, you snuck in here quietly tonight. I said hello to you a couple times, but yeah, you snuck in here. But I saw you. Yeah, that was I was actually really, really scared about hitting on that topic tonight in Prep Rally. I was like, man, this is going to either go really, really good or really, really bad.
I think you handled it really, really well.
Yeah.
I really do. I think
I just don't like tap dancing around stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, let's just get it out there and get it over with. You know?
yeah, it's a touchy subject, but I mean, you didn't just talk about race. You talked about belief systems too, and all of that, and that's definitely true. I mean, people who believe the same way, no matter what color they are, kind of they kind of tend to segregate into their own little groups, and some of those groups can end up being no good and can do a lot of harm. So you have to be careful about them.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to happen. There's nothing you can do about it. I don't. Yeah. At the end of the day, when the sheep figure out what's going on and who's doing what and who the real enemy is, all that race, religion, club, creed, gang, all that crap's going to go out the window.
Yeah.
It's just, it is what it is.
I'm sorry I missed it.
That's all right. It's not a big deal. It was just there earlier. You can catch the replay. It was, I'm gonna do my live stream Friday. I'm gonna try to keep my live streams to an hour and a half max, simply because, it's a long time to stay on one topic. Number one. Number two, I want to make room for the members only live to follow that at a decent hour. And number three, 9 times out of 10, if you're on for longer than an hour or 2 hours, you end up running out. Either you cover the topic so much you beat it to death, and then you just end up babbling on, and you switching on to other things, and just on and on and on. And that's, I want to talk about what we're supposed to talk about. If we're done, all right, let's move on to something else, and I'll go to bed or whatever, or we'll go support somebody else's channel. The last thing I want to do is go live and stay on for 9 hours. That's not. I have no, it ain't gonna, unless it's we're doing some kind of prep or telethon. I don't want no part of that 9-hour live stream. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ain't gonna happen. Keep my
back
attention.
can't handle. My back can't handle sitting in this chair that long, for sure.
I mean, like for me, like my attention span, like I can make it work for an hour. Once we start hitting that 2-hour mark, I'm like, I got to move. I got to get up and walk around. I got to do something. I'm all over the place.
I'm like that too.
So,
even when I'm watching live streams, I'm constantly moving here and doing this and that. I can't. It's hard to sit.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to pick a topic, and if you pick a topic and you do your research, you should be able to cover that topic, say everything that needs to be said in an hour, and have time left over to tell everybody thank you and answer questions if you're efficient. But now if you just say, hey, here's what we're going to talk about, and you just throw it out there against the wall and see if it sticks, and let everybody else come in and take turns having opinions, you're going to be here all night long.
Yeah.
And that's, to me, that's a very inefficient way to get your point across. Pick a topic, research the topic, deliver the information, and move on down the road. I'm going to go for an hour and a half max, and if it's something really, really good, maybe I'll pop on live again and go for another hour and a half max, take a 15, 20 minute break and keep on talking. But to just go nonstop for 3 hours, man, my butt gets numb sitting in the chair, my eyes start getting up. I'm like, what's going on? What is today? What time is it?
Hey Ghost, I gotta hop off here. I just wanted to say hi. I mean, I'm gonna be real. I have another friend that's getting ready to go live, so I gotta go make an appearance over there. But thanks for having me.
Who is it?
Mark.
Who is it?
Rolling Homestead.
All right, we're about done here, so I'm gonna go over and hang out with Mark for a while too. I haven't been on this channel.
Yeah, I probably will too.
Yeah.
Yes. Have you guys know about bye Jess, Rolling Homestead and Wild Edibles in Wisconsin? Mark, have you guys seen his channel? I know Tasha knows who he is. Do you know him, Red Empires?
Oh yeah, I'm subscribed and a member.
Cool. How about you, Miguel? I don't think he can hear us. Really. Yeah. So I want to thank everybody for coming on a second time to go live with me while we tried to figure this. What I'm trying to do is I'm making a hybrid system. I want to do the YouTube members only live streams, but I want to do a hybrid system, and I want to incorporate StreamYard to where I can have the members on the panel. That way I'm not just talking at my phone or at my computer, because I hate that. I hate just talking to the chat. and not seeing a face. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the chat, but if I'm up here by myself, there's like a stage fright issue, something, I don't know. So I'm trying to do a hybrid mix and make it work. So hopefully by this time next week, I'll have it figured out. I'll get it figured out one way or the other. So, and make it work.
You'll get it.
Yeah.
Definitely. So
I would say try
everybody-
listing it as unlisted, and that should do it.
Right. So, oh, wait a minute. Jess just said, sorry, he doesn't go live until 11:30. Oh, okay. Well, that saved us a little bit of time there, but I ain't staying on for a whole nother hour waiting to go hang out with him. Just joking. But,
yep, I got to hop off.
I mean, if you guys want to go, we'll go. Well, I ain't scared. Where did Backwoods get to, man? I thought he was going to come up here. He just like disappeared.
Bye, Tasha.
I'll see y'all later. Love y'all. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You have a good night.
Yes, I guess we'll just go ahead and shut this thing on down.
Hey,
I want to
please.
thank everybody for popping in. Thank you for coming and hanging out, Miguel. Thank you, Red Burning Fires, for coming and hanging out with us. I appreciate it so much. And Dusty and everybody else who was up here on the chat, Jess, Tasha, thank you very much. Thank you for everybody in the chat for hanging out with us and chatting tonight for the last couple 2.5 hours. I do appreciate it. And tomorrow night we are canning ground beef at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then Sunday we will be on with Backwoods and Prepping for a prep rally on Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central. So hopefully I see you guys at both streams. If not, no big deal. We'll catch you next time. And you can always watch the replay. So that's always there. So you guys have a good one. Thank you, Monty. I appreciate that. And we will see you guys later. All right. Y'all have a great night.
Have a good night.
Bye, everybody.
Have a good night.